the Hunger Games movie, the first one, can I really drop bombs on it? But having now sat through it,
I try my best to not actually shit on anything I haven't actively participated in.
There are certain things in life you do not need to experience to know the truth.
Right. I don't need to know that, like, heroin withdrawals are bad.
You can drown if you're underwater. These are things that you don't have to fucking do.
I agree.
But there are
I didn't give it money. If that
Okay.
makes you feel any
That-
better.
Okay, good.
all right,
I didn't give
Wait a
him a
minute.
nickel.
In that case.
wait a second. So far, I've heard 2 people have said they've seen it. And that's Ann and
Wasn't
Dizzy.
me.
So, did Anna fork the cost of your tickets?
Oh God,
Did she
no.
cover for you?
No.
No, I paid to go see the Dragon Ball Z premiere and then walked into the Fantastic Four.
Didn't you
Nice.
already see the Dragon Ball Z premiere?
No, I had actually planned on going when it happened Tuesday, and I couldn't make it. I was planning on leaving work early, and it just didn't quite work out. And so I heard they were only doing it Tuesday and Friday, which was fucking dumb and weird. But I was like, all right, I guess I'm not seeing that in theaters.
Huh.
And then Jen and I had yesterday off together, and we were just laying around going, we should get out of the house and do something. What do you want to go do? And she pulled her phone out. She's like, well, it looks like this one theater is playing a Saturday showing of Dragon Ball. And I said, yeah, but, you know, you have no interest, and that seems kind of cruel and unusual. She said, but if we give money to Funimation, maybe we'll actually get some anime I like in theaters. I'm like, that's legit. Let's go see it. Thanks for indulging me. My inner 13-year-old wanted to watch people scream punch. So we went and we watched people scream at each other and punch. And
How was it?
It was fun. It was Dragon Ball. It's nothing new.
It was a lot of screen punching.
Goku is stronger than everybody else, but he has to get beat up a little bit to figure that
I
out.
was going to say, so what you're saying is Goku threw a total of, was it an hour-and-a-half movie?
Yeah.
So he threw 4 punches total in the entire movie.
Okay. The last movie, The Battle of the Gods, I actually really enjoyed. I thought it was a fun movie. I liked the new characters. This one was much more, pretty much just an hour and a half, like, build up to a fight and then a fight.
So it was like 3 episodes.
Kinda, yeah. Like, somebody wished back Frieza.
Oh, Jesus.
goes, oh shit. What do you mean Goku's gotten stronger? That's impossible.
Impossible.
So Frieza starts training and gets a new form, and then comes to Earth and goes, fuck your shit! And Goku and them fight him.
I think
But,
I would just watch it just for the hairless Egyptian cat guy.
Yeah, he was back. I liked him. I enjoyed him in the last movie quite a bit. Lord Beerus. Lord Beerus is cool. I just like when it was like, well, you know, Toriyama did it himself, and I like his character design and junk. And my wife made that good point. She was like, I don't have any interest, but I have interest in saying, hey, Funimation, people want to watch anime in movie theaters. Please give us more.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and I was like, that's legit. I was like, thanks for indulging me. I'll take you out to lunch. Because I knew she was not going to be happy. She wasn't miserable. She was like, that was a movie. She didn't hate it. She was just like, I have no attachment to any of these people or characters, so...
Sure.
You know it's coming, Gingy. She's gonna be like, remember that time we went and saw Dragon Ball Z? Now you gotta watch The Notebook too.
No.
She doesn't... She's not...
Grey Part 2. She'll be
See,
like,
you're
let's go.
both...
Yeah, you don't know his wife.
I know.
You're insulting my wife right now.
No,
She
what's
doesn't
going to be
get
is,
about anything.
she's going to say, I have a friend who wants to see this movie, but they don't want to see it by themselves. You're going with them.
No.
And
She
you're like,
was
what about
anti-
you? She's gonna be like, not me.
She would tell that friend to go fuck themselves and go watch it by themselves. But- it's like, no. Our interests overlap like 99% of the time practically, so I can't think of many things she would want to go see that I would really not. But I would do it for her. That's just fucking being in a relationship. But yeah, so it's just like and it was her idea. Like, I didn't even look to see if there was a Dragon Ball playing on Saturday. She was like, "Hey, look, Dragon Ball's playing. I know you want to go see it. Let's go see it."
That's fair.
Yeah, it was nice of her.
Yeah.
I laughed. I was like, "You didn't have to tell me. You didn't have to say a word." And I was surprised, but happily surprised. We went in there and it was packed, full house. They may have sold out.
Right on.
It was like the one show of the day. Like they were only playing it once, and the whole theater was packed. I got to see a couple of friends I haven't seen in a long time, who were just passing me going into the theater. So that was kind of cool.
Wait, what's that word you used again there? Strange word. Friends?
Yeah, I got friends.
What?
My friend Dobbs from high school was there. I haven't seen him in a hot minute. My friend Mike Jackson was there. I haven't seen him for a couple of years.
Right on.
People that I basically just see on Facebook most of the time.
Right. Very, very long distance folks that aren't.
Yeah. People that care about them. Good to know they're doing good, but I'm not close or care enough to go, hey, we should do something together.
They don't live next door no more.
Right.
Rico and Squishies are in channel already. Hey guys. Good evening.
Well, yeah, so, I made the decision of, I've entered in, I read enough about Fan 4 Stick to know I wasn't going to like it, and that's usually enough for me to not see it. I read some reviews and some specific points people made on the reviews, maybe go, oh, that's going to make me mad. But I got into a conversation with somebody about it, and, was basically telling him, please don't give that movie any money. Anyway, have you seen it yet? And I said, no. He said, then, I heard why you don't want to see it, and I think those are valid, but I think before you go so far as to shit on it, you should see it yourself. And I'm like, that's fucking valid. Because I don't like to shit on things I haven't actually participated in actively. So I was like, you're right. I was like, I'm not going to pay him any money, but I'm going to see it. So, a hop, skip, and a jump to the next theater. And me and 4 other people watched it.
Oh, God.
Oh, dude. It's bad. It's fucking bad. Because I heard that they basically were going to ruin Dr. Doom, and Dr. Doom is one of my favorite just bad guys.
I have not liked a Dr. Doom other than in the really good, none have disappointed me yet, the Marvel animated flicks that have come out en masse over the last 10 years. When Dr. Doom shows up in there, Dr. Doom's fucking badass because he never loses a fight because he doesn't jump into fights. He's like, fuck you, I'm leaving. I've got what I wanted. Well, Doom, help us. Why?
Doom's just the quintessential Marvel bad guy for me. Right. Everybody's all flipping their nut, but Thanos. Fuck Thanos. Yeah. I'm Dr. Doom for days. I love Dr. Doom.
Thanos runs over that valley of there's no way any of these heroes, I don't care if they all punched him at the same time, could damage this guy. He is beyond their power. Therefore, he's boring to watch because Superman couldn't fucking touch this guy. He's beyond that.
Unless you're Squirrel Girl, in which case...
Unless you're Squirrel Girl. But the reason I like Dr. Doom so much... You can argue that Dr. Doom isn't a bad guy, and that's my favorite kind of bad guy. Where it's Doom wants to take over the world. Why? Because Doom's been to the future, and the world's been destroyed, and he's the only person smart enough to not let it end right.
Isn't he he destroyed the Fantastic Four, did world domination, got the world perfect, he got bored and then resurrected them, is that right?
Something like that. He's been to the future a couple of times. But the reason he wants to rule the world is because he thinks he's the only person who can keep it from destroying itself.
Right. And I mean, he's done the whole... when Homeboy is... All the things that are insane that you go, nobody could do that. Doom at least fucking tries. He's like, I'm going to try it. Only dude who's ever pulled the powers away from the Beyonder.
Yeah.
Dr. Doom.
Right.
Dr. Doom, as he's getting blown to pieces, when the Beyonder's like, you've got to stop. And he's like, no, you stop. Kneel before me if you have needs, because I'm doomed. Like, dude, even if he dies, he's cool.
Right. And I think it's one of the things that makes his power interesting, too. For one, he's as smart, if not arguably smarter than Reed. He's one of the smartest people in the Marvel universe.
And can combine science and magic.
Exactly. That's my big thing. He actively combines science, technology, and magic, and it makes just for the most interesting shit.
It was a long time ago, but there was like a good crossover one. Not a crossover one, but it was like a good amalgam of a bunch of different Marvel comics, and it was Dr. Doom kicked the shit out of Doctor Strange. Because Doctor Strange was all magic, and Doom just was dueling him with magic and then rolled a little tech in on the side. It was like, nice play,
Doom. He's versatile. Yeah. There's the comic series that was just called Dr. Doom and Doctor Strange, where they team up to go take down Mephisto.
could be cool. That could be epic.
It was great. I mean, that's the thing that happened, and it was wonderful.
So I'm not a huge comic reader at all. It's just something that I never grew up with, and I've kind of gotten into as I've gotten older. But Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom have never really been on my radar. That being said, I did grow up with the animated cartoons with Spider-Man and whatnot, and Doctor Doom was always the armored mask. And that movie, he looks like a cancer patient got caught in a house fire.
It's bad.
It's
and I get
awful.
what they're going for.
So he was rolling around a lot without his mask on?
He doesn't have one. He looks like a cancer patient got caught in a
hold on,
house
hold on.
fire.
He's supposed to be scar-faced because he put on the mask before the magic had cooled and it scarred his face up. Depending on which person's writing it, he's either got a big scar on one side of his face or his whole face is scarred up a little bit. But, that being said, the minute he's Dr. Doom, he's supposed to have the mask on. That's fucked up.
Well, I'm gonna be fair here. Let's be fair for a second. This movie was trying to pull from the ultimate Fantastic Four universe, and in that universe, he's not wearing armor. He's mutated the same way the Fantastic Four are, but he gets kind of techno-organic skin. And but still, you can look at a picture of Ultimate Doom and go, "Oh shit, that's Doctor Doom." And so it's like they're going for that. So it's not entirely just pulled it out of their ass.
But they didn't push it over the top enough to sell it.
But
they still didn't do it good. Like, if you were just to look at that with no context, just a picture of the movie Doctor Doom, your brain doesn't go, "Oh shit, that's Doctor Doom." You're just like, "What the fuck is this? Chrome-plated, glowing green nutsack on screen? Like,
so
what
is
this?"
So what you're saying is, it is absolutely not even a renter. It's a watch it for free on YouTube when somebody pirates it.
Yeah, I would. If you have to see it, if you absolutely need to watch this movie, and you just, for whatever reason, you like pain or you're just curious.
You're a masochist.
Much like you were saying, I've heard people going, "Well, it's not great, but it's better," and I'm like, "Hey,
I will shoot down any better comment. Every single Fantastic Four movie is better than this one.
Even the 1988 not released one?
Yes.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's better. Yeah,
Excuse me for a second.
That thing
someone's knocking on my door.
With that being said, we should start up here as soon as he gets back.
Someone knocks on your door every time.
Apparently he's got a popular door.
When you have a town of 8 people, everyone's popular.
And you're selling meth to all of them.
Right.
If someone knocks on my door, I immediately assume they're a thief or some kind of con artist.
Wait, what kind of thieves do you have in Chicago that knock on your door? Just out of curiosity.
Well, the con artist kind that are sign up for this thing.
Did I ever tell you about my buddy Matt and his most polite mugging he's ever experienced? Because it's brilliant.
No, I don't think so.
He's moving into his apartment, and some dude walks up. He's carrying something heavy. I think he's got maybe a stack of 3 boxes, and he's struggling. The guy goes, "Oh, dude, hold on," and he holds the door for him. The man goes, "Oh man, thanks," and he goes, "Oh hey, no problem." But then as soon as he walks in and he sits some boxes down in the doorway, and the dude lets go of the door. He pulls a knife and just goes, "I'm sorry, dude, but And the guy, Matt just looks at him, he looked at him and went, "Really?" He went, "Yeah. What are you gonna do?" Matt goes, "I got $20, man. Can I at least keep my bank card so I can pay my rent and shit?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, I guess. I mean, but really, $20 is all you got?" And he's like, "Yeah, look." And he opened his wallet up and showed him. He's like, "I got a $20 bill, dude." And the guy was like, "All right. Well, I guess that's something. I appreciate it." Fucking walks off.
Wow.
I was like, "Are you serious? Who mugs somebody and then says thank you
for $20?"
Right, and then he said the guy, in his eyebrows and his facial mannerisms, looked sincere in his thanking him. "Hey man, really appreciate it." Like he was doing him a favor. Like he didn't have a knife in his hand.
It's one of those Canadian muggers.
Thanks a lot. Right. Yeah, just "Sorry, let me hold the door for you." Sorry. But fucking, that's my thing of the week, though, by the way, is Fan 4 Stick. Fan 4 Stick was bad.
Fan 4 Stick sounds like somebody's weird lip gloss.
See, I went into it at least expecting him to get, because the trailer, the special effects look kind of cool. I'm like, I kind of, Thing not having his shorts withstanding, I'm like, he kind of looks cool. And, so I was like, all right, let's check this thing out. And I was like, I went in knowing that they were going to ruin Doctor Doom. I went in knowing what they did to Doctor Doom as a character and that he's my favorite bad guy, so I knew I was going to be mad. I was not expecting them to get everyone wrong. Everyone's wrong. And not just like, you know, like a design aesthetic, like, oh, Dr. Doom looks bad. No, no, no. Personality, motives, origins, future of, every aspect of every character is fucking wrong. Their personalities are wrong. Like, Johnny outsmarts Reed at least once, that kind of shit. You're like, the military is using Thing as a weapon and he kills 42 people on screen. Like, and he's like, cool, whatever. And they're so fucking emo about the whole thing that you just, fuck, it's just awful. One of the things that really struck me, because the director kind of came out and was like, well, I made a much better movie,
right.
but, you know,
I saw that.
No, it's not true. Because there are sequences where, like, no, this is bad directing. This is a bad scene setup. This is a bad execution. This is bad acting. This is bad casting. This is bad writing. But one of the things that I think is most fun in a superhero movie is, you know, like, especially like an origin story, is, okay, that scenes that happen right after the hero establishes their powers, right?
Sure.
That awkward, now I have to train myself, now I have to get used to what I'm doing and see what I can do, you know?
Yeah.
Those are the best. You know, that Spider-Man, you know, jumping off something and smacking a wall. That whole, you know, holy crap, we've got powers, we've established that, now what? And them sort of training themselves. Those are fun. Those are fun sequences. This movie cut that. Like, it literally... Right. So, you know, boom, boom, accident, they get powers. They're all in a military facility, strapped to tables like they're going to get experimented on. And then it's like, 1 year later... Like, it cut it. Like, it literally says 1 year later on screen.
That's terrible.
Right. It's like, you mean the part most people look forward to in these movies just because
right?
it's fun? Like, nah, fuck it. Like, the director can't fucking bail on that.
Alright, so...
The director didn't do that.
No, but he didn't shoot the scenes that they cut out either.
Right.
Yeah, I
So,
was gonna say that's the director.
He might not have been
right
the
there.
editor who
That's him.
wrote
That's
1
him
year
lying his
later.
ass off. Oh, I shot a much better movie, motherfucker. Then there better be a director's cut that has all these
Right.
scenes, else you're lying.
Where's the director's cut? Because they're like, because the actors weren't allowed to see the film, like, because people were, which is already a huge warning sign.
Danger
'Cause
sign.
the actors were like, we didn't get to see the movie because if they had, they wouldn't have continued their bright face PR tour.
Alright.
But you know, like, the scenes weren't shot. It's not like, oh, I developed these amazing scenes of a hilarious and entertaining, you know, like a training sequence that was cut out. No, those weren't shot.
Alright, so last time when we finished, you guys, let's see, other than Gingy and
Dr.
Goat,
B was sleeping on the ex-wife.
you guys were on the ex-wife and had a restful night's sleep. Everybody else didn't fare so well. You guys got
They kicked
attacked.
ass.
They did. They almost died, or at least one or two of them did. But they got attacked by the dragon cult in the middle of the night, or cult of the dragon rather, in the middle of the night. After dispatching with your assailants, you did notice that there were signs that other members of the cult were hanging around outside, and saw that, you know, the members that went in didn't come back out, and so probably they hightailed it, and went back to report to whoever they're reporting to.
I did burn the bodies out front. Just
You did.
Well, there was also a fairly large fire lit in the middle of a hallway in the hotel.
There
Curious
was.
how that came out.
I don't know about a fairly large fire. It's a fire about the size of a human body.
That's a fairly large fire.
It's a body-shaped fire. Sort of.
So that being all done and taken care of, you
You have to
guys.
cut that section of carpet out, replace it.
You guys are back in Waterdeep. I believe Remy was getting the council together for you guys to report on your job on tracking down the dwarf, and so that's where we'll kind of pick things up at. So, Gingy and Goat, when you guys get back to the boarding house, you notice a large mass funeral pyre in the street. The guards are currently kind of poking it with sticks, trying to figure out exactly what to do with these husks of crispy critters.
Wait, why am I leaving my ship? What's my motivation?
You're meeting up with everybody else.
You had to come bail me out of jail again.
It's coming out of your pay.
That's fair enough.
But yeah. So you guys get up to the front of the boarding house, and there's this funeral pyre going there.
How would I know this? The DM screen's blank. It's all whiteness. My character's blind.
There's a funeral pyre.
It is all whiteness. Use your imagination.
There's a funeral pyre of.
God damn it! It's your job to make me not have to use my imagination.
I will immediately shift from apologizing to my captain mode for getting arrested and on drunken disorderly charges again, and run inside to make sure that Nina is okay. Oh yeah, those are the party members, but the kid more than anything.
So she's just waking up. Doesn't appear like she was bothered at all by any of the ruckus in the middle of the night.
Nothing even to assassinate her.
Nobody bugged Nina or her father.
She was clearly the one that sent the assassin.
She might be
clearly.
Wait,
clearly,
it's Nina? You say it's all. It was. She's muttering something as she's waking up. Something about bad nightmares about druids. I think it's the druid in the party. Gotcha.
What is the black thing there in the funeral pyre?
That's the body.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Alright. I was looking at it from the side and thinking the red and the yellow were the flames from the side. I gotcha. Anyway, so as the ruckus begins to clear up and everything, you guys are kind of waiting around for Remy to show up. Saren, roll me a spot check, or a perception check, rather. Spot check. Alright.
Spot check is infecting my real life, by the way.
Is it really?
It's just fucking giving stereotype Russian names to things. Because
it's been so long.
We saw a Zeppelin at work, and it was hovering over work.
Why?
And, I don't know. There was just there was an
Zeppelin, or you saw a blimp?
I saw a blimp, but it had like no noticeable corporate logos on it. It wasn't a Goodyear. It had like what looked like the symbol of like a black eyeball on it. We're like, well, that's dystopian as fuck. And a friend of mine was like taking his phone out, like, I gotta take a picture of this, but I can't zoom in enough. And And I was like, well, that's that's Baron von Zuminoff's Zeppelin. Spot check von Zuminoff was his name by the end of the conversation.
So Steve, you see, like, through the front door and across the street in front of you is damn it, I forgot his name in all that time there. Delan, the representative of the Emerald Enclave from the council, kind of. And he catches your eye and kind of motions for you to come over and kind of join him.
All right. Is he like being like keeping on the down low, or is he just like, yeah, no, just be cool, man?
No, he's not trying to attract any attention to himself, but he's not trying to be like subtle about it either. It looks like there's a lot of people, running around in the inn at the moment, and he doesn't want to get caught up in it.
He doesn't do the like secret druidic hand sign.
He doesn't.
Oh, all right. Oh yeah, I'll go over. I'll be like, hey.
He says, so I have some news and some information that I wanted to bring to a fellow druid before I approach the rest of the council with it, and I need your help with something.
All right.
Several of the villages in the Misty Forest have been attacked by a green dragon. There's rumor that there is a dragon rider accompanying him, which may be part of from the cult of the dragon, but I don't have any proof that this person actually exists. It unfortunately could be just hearsay, but because it is in the Misty Forest and it directly deals with the elven people, I need someone to go and check for my peace of mind.
All right.
So I need you to, if you can, sway your group into accepting this, even though there is no official proof that there is anything there.
Okay. I mean, I feel like the official proof isn't really a requirement for us. So, anything to help us find something related to the dragon cult.
Hey, Jack. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we've kind of got it's getting to the point where we want to follow whatever we can.
He says, well, there have been attacks in villages, and most of the villages have been wiped out, except there is one that is still mostly intact even after the attack from the Green Dragon, and I think that is probably the best place for you to start in looking for tracking down this dragon. I can provide some more information if you'd like, but like I said, I do want to bring this up to the council. I just, unfortunately, without proof, I'm going to need you guys to kind of agree to take it on anyway, as a kind of reconnaissance. Maybe there is a dragon rider there, maybe there is a connection, but I can't say for sure.
Off the top of my head, how... Because, like, dragons accepting people riding them are not really a common thing. Dragons are kind of, like, intelligent creatures. Like, bitch, don't ride me. Would that be, like, any other organization?
No,
that I would know
at least
about?
not with the chromatic dragons. Definitely not.
Right, yeah, that's...
metallic dragons, possibly. But chromatic dragons, no, absolutely not.
Right. Yeah, we'll totally look into it. Do you need our support when, like, do you want us to find some sort of proof before you bring it to the council, or?
No, a lot of the council at the moment is doing information gathering, seeing what avenues we can use to directly affect the cult of the dragon. So we don't have any leads at the moment. It's still a lot of information gathering. It's a little bit of a lull in what's going on, and we figured using this time now to investigate the Green Dragon's attack is probably a good use of your abilities.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Let me see if I can get the group to head on over there.
Right, and he says, I will see you at the meeting with the council later this afternoon.
Sounds good.
All right. Well,
can we do the druid handshake now?
You can do the druid handshake now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that require you turning into a cat and rubbing butts?
You
No,
sniff
there's
each
like
other.
we like grow like trees out of our hands, and the trees like wrap around each other, and then they turn into dolphins that like noses.
I thought that's how druids banged.
Yeah.
You just
Same
become
thing.
Trees and then grow
Have sex
into
with
each
that
other.
dude?
Yeah,
Handshake, bang,
Aaron's,
same thing.
Aaron's gonna have this dude's kids now.
Oh no. Or his saplings.
Saplings.
Yeah. He's just gonna start pooping seeds.
Did you bust an acorn?
Did y'all see that video where the dolphin bit the head off a fish and used it to masturbate?
Yes, I did.
No.
Is it
Man, I so did.
two druids,
No.
one mulch? Is that what
Right. Much. I also saw a video of a dude blowing a dolphin. That was unexpected.
Whoa, hey
That
now.
Wow.
Yeah, it happens.
Does your wife know you
That's-
go to those sites?
Well, I didn't go to one. Well, okay, I was going to a site full of shenanigans, and it was like a hilarious dolphin video. I was like, all right, I like dolphins. Click, and it was a dude like a dolphin was like swimming up to him. I'm like, oh, dolphins are great, and it flipped over on its back, and the dude was like rubbing dolphin tummy. I'm like, oh, dolphins are great, and then the dolphin like popped a boner, and I was like, haha, that's why this video's funny, right? Haha, right? Dolphin boner, anybody? Silence. Nope, the dude just goes, dolphin time, but, and I was like,
Oh god.
yeah,
All right.
the video went dark quick. Like, I thought it was just a delightful, like, haha, dolphin boner. Nope, dude wasn't done.
So,
He said it's dolphin time, motherfuckers.
on that note, while Saren has been gone talking to the other druid there, Remy has kind of gathered you guys all in the house, the rest of you in the house, made sure that you're all okay, you're unscathed for the most part, or at least you're still breathing. And she checks you over. She says that may have to move you to a different safe house since it seems that this one is compromised. I will work on setting up another one for you and your group in the very near future. Until then, you may want to ensure that you take watches to prevent some sort of ambush in the future.
Can't we just stay on the ex-wife?
Honestly,
I was gonna say, if we're looking for safety, we have a pretty damn safe spot that we know how to defend. But that being said, if these guys are dumb enough to attack us in the same spot twice, it'd be great to lay an ambush for them here.
She says that is up to you guys. If you would like to stay on the ship and the captain is I can't talk, accepting of that idea, then go right ahead. She says for the time being, though, you do have a meeting this afternoon with the council to report on your findings with Varian.
Okay. Who put a little green
Alright,
dress
so-
on my black corpse?
I did.
So,
That's me.
so I walk back over to the group.
All right.
I'll be like, hey guys, I just got approached by one of my bros from the Emerald Enclave. Apparently there have been sightings of someone they think is a member of the Dragon Cult in a place that I showed them the map with the spot on it.
Okay. So the Misty Forest.
Yeah, that one.
Misty
The,
Forest.
the Misty Forest. Is it related to the Misty Mountains in any way?
No, but it is also known as the Moist Forest.
The moist. Oh,
Moist.
Gross.
Moist.
Moist.
It sounds like there's a lot of delicious mushrooms there. But regardless, this sounds like a lead for the Dragon Cult. Particularly, it sounds like the person in question is a dragon rider, and there's been a sighting of a green dragon. So, lace up your dragon-kicking boots.
I want to get my,
Well, Don't we have to meet with the council today?
Yeah.
No, yeah. No, he's gonna bring it up at the meeting. He's
Oh.
afraid that since there's not a lot of solid evidence, that they're not going to care. But I definitely think it's worth investigating.
What's in there that's what's in it for us? Not to sound horrible, but what's the paycheck here?
We're looking for the Dragon Cult.
Okay, so
Again,
my question
but
is,
if the council says
The lead.
nope, there's not enough evidence, that's just a rumor, what's the paycheck?
The council's
they're gonna pay us?
expressed wisdom has been arguable.
Yeah.
Yeah, the paycheck is another lead on the Dragon Cult, which we need to get the horn. You remember the reason that we're here?
that was my question, specifically, is that the purpose of we're getting this horn, so that this will lead us to...
Cooner Pooner. Thank you for that follow.
This is part of our bigger
our bigger process to...
the death card.
Yes, we're trying to find decks of many things.
Yeah.
This dragon cult is supposed to lead us to one, is from what I've been told constantly, but haven't given any real proof that it's going to. So
The GM's gonna butt in here. You were never finding a death card on this trip. That was
Right.
never on the table.
So the entire
really?
purpose of this
Yeah,
doesn't
no.
serve a purpose for why we're
Wait, but
out
it-
here.
You guys were
What are we coming here for?
the backstory was Gingy was assigned to go help and lead aid to Waterdeep by the Captain's Council in Freeport. There was not a death card was not on the table for this adventure.
Right, no.
Yeah, it's Baba Yaga is currently researching the location of another
Right.
deck.
Yeah,
And
Oh,
this
and
is
she'll
kind of what we're
contact
doing
us.
in the meantime.
yeah.
The actual original premise for this whole thing was the council people that Dr. V was aspiring to be on said, you're on, but you're the junior guy. We need somebody to spearhead going over and helping these guys way on the other side of the globe. And he went, I know
Yeah,
a guy.
'cause I'm not on the council of this city. I'm from the council of where we're from. But basically, like
Okay.
our council is like, yo, another council needs council help, so let's counsel a council member to go counsel that council.
Yo, dog, I heard you like councils.
So,
Yeah,
but
right.
like out of character, the hook for this one is that the world sounds like it's going to end because someone's getting the dragon horn and like summoning dragons.
Yeah,
Right.
out
Yeah,
of
'cause
character.
Yeah.
Out of character, Tiamat's a motherfucker, and we shouldn't let it come back.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a logistics thing. If this
Yeah.
Tiamat summoning is a real threat to the entire existence of the planet, did it ever occur to anybody else that there might be other groups of people doing this too?
Oh, yeah. And
Because we're-
that's why we keep making fun of the council, because like they're like, well, we had another party out there. You might bump into them. It's like, fuckers, how about a name, description, what these guys look like, so we don't kill them.
I'm
thinking
not
they're
even
part of the dragon cult.
I'm not even talking about the council that's asked us to help them. If this is a world-altering event,
Right. Why isn't our council from the pirate city doing more?
I just want, we haven't run into, we should be running into large quantities of groups of people trying to accomplish the same fucking thing we're
Well, not
accomplishing.
everybody's aware of the situation.
I
It's
think
a
a lot of it.
world-altering event.
Well, the thing is, I think it's a lot of Waterdeep's council is trying to play their cards close to the chest, Politico-wise. Like they're going, look, if we can handle this situation, because it's shitting in the stew pot in our backyard, so it's kind of right here. The guys way over there we said, hey, shit's going on, and they kind of sent us as reps for them, but we also maybe want to get word back to that city, like going, hey, FYI, here's what's going on in Waterdeep. Like maybe somebody who knows how to scry really good, or do that talking to other mage type people, talks to somebody in our city if they can reach that far.
Well, I can tell you why our city isn't really doing anything is because it's fucking backwoods pirate town, and we're talking about god battling. They barely handle a poor crop, so that's why they're not helping. But I'm with Cypher on it. I think you would, even if they're keeping it close to the chest, some more magically inclined people around the world have got to be getting the heebiest of jeebies right now.
Can could we do some sort of scrying, or like possibly like find out if anyone else is like working towards this that might make good allies?
Was I the only one that had that happen to them? That
Yes,
Skype
you were.
go out?
Yep.
So Skype didn't go out for anybody else? Okay.
Nope, just you.
You being a druid, how's your heebies going? Are your heebies on high alert?
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
Oh yeah.
the thing about anybody else detecting is the actual ritual to summon Tiamat has not actually happened yet.
Right.
That's
yeah.
what you guys are currently working to prevent.
Okay.
So once the ritual actually starts, then yeah, everybody's fucking klaxons and alarms are going to go off. But at the moment, you guys are trying to prevent that from even starting. That's what your current thread is.
Okay.
I just really wanted to say the heebiest of jeebies.
So,
I was going to say the anti-Semitic
so like
pest.
add to that the fact that the dragon cult just like fucking rolled into our spot in the night. Like I
Right.
feel like this requires a bit of an ass kicking.
I kicked the ass of the people that came and attacked me. I set one of them on fire after destroying the other ones.
Yeah, and I've got a mind to kick the asses of their friends too, and maybe their pet dragon.
I was on the boat, taking a big old nap.
Getting your schlong caught in the fucking fishnet you sleep in.
I didn't say it was caught.
I
Just
don't remember what I did last night. I was
just
totally
dangling.
sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you guys say?
the angle of my dangle was inverse proportionate to the motion of the ocean.
Well, it's as long as the council doesn't have something else for us to do in the immediate, and depending on how far away this misty forest is.
Have we ever really truly established what our relationship with this council is, other than being there
Basically,
to help them?
mercs.
Mercs. We are deniable assets for them.
Well,
yeah, Council
they
A
are,
told
like,
Council B
intelligent.
we're good.
Yeah. They're the ones that are telling us, like, where the shit is, and that's, you know, in the absence of our own intelligence network there. What's up?
Oh, I want to get that saddle identified, by the way.
Okay. So you want to do that before your meeting at the council?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want you to put it on Mr. Ed. That's what I want you to do.
I want to put it on that damn dragon.
Yeah, but if you put it on the dragon, it'll become an undead dragon.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That's
sounds
now a
awesome,
dragonborn with
actually.
a Draco Lich mount. I'd pay to see that.
Plus, I mean, a creature that powerful might be able to break the saddle's,
Yeah.
hold, and just,
maybe
and then we'll just have
saddle
a
can be
fucking Dracolich.
Now, as soon as
Another one.
the saddle's removed, it dies. It's not
Right, but
Again, that's if it like fails all its saves and stuff, and the magic works on it. It doesn't have magic resistance. And
Remember when we
It
had
actually
the
feels
actual
bad.
knowledge on how to fight that black dragon? Well, now it's an undead
Yeah.
black dragon. Everything we know went right out the window. Thanks. That's great.
I'm still gonna do
So,
it.
all right. So Anna is gonna go off to look for to get the saddle identified before the meeting. So let's go ahead and take care of that real quick because I want to move towards that direction.
he's dotting.
The question I have for you,
Yeah,
Imp, is how long was it between the attack and the meeting that were taking place?
The attack ended at roughly, let's see, you guys finished it up at about 3 a.m. The meeting with the council is going to be at noon.
Will I have time to sleep because I'm literally down to like 20 hit points?
If you do nothing else.
Okay, well then that's what I'm going to do. I need to heal up because I'm literally almost dead. So.
Okay. Anna, you where are you taking that saddle to get it identified?
Well, after that little brief meeting with what's her name, I'll ask her where a good place to get magic items identified.
Okay. And she points you to a arcanery. She says it's down the block. She gives you directions there, and she says it's called the Wizard and Hat, and he should be able to help you out. It may take him some time depending on the item, but he is where we go to have most of our items identified.
Okay.
And so are you headed to the Wizard and Hat then?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get in, and it's a small, like, cramped little shop. You have enough room to kind of turn in a circle, and that's about it. And then there is a bar, or not a bar, but like a counter. And on the other side of it, you can see what looks like this vast warehouse. That there's obviously not enough room in this building for it to contain that many items and that much stuff.
It's a TARDIS.
And on the other side of the counter, kind of bobbing up and down, you see this little triangle gray piece of cloth.
On the other side of the counter?
Yeah, and it's kind of moving back and forth and bobbing up and down.
I'll poke it.
So you poke it, and it tilts back, and you're kind of leaning over the counter looking like, what the fuck is this? And it's on the other side of the counter, there's this dwarf with this large pointed wizard's hat on, and he kind of is staring back up at you, and he's probably a good 6 inches shorter than the actual counter itself. It says, "Yes, can I help you?"
Yes, you can. Are you, what was his name?
I don't think she gave you a name.
Are you
Twinkle
blah blah
farts.
blah blah the dwarf?
Twinkle
blah, blah.
farts.
I need to have a magic item identified.
He says, sure, give me just a moment. And a moment later, he suddenly is chest level with the counter. And if you look over, a stack of boxes have somehow appeared under his feet. He's now standing on them to kind of see up onto the counter. He says, well, let's see, what do you have?
Okay, I haul this saddle up onto the counter. Flop.
He
That's
says,
the
ah,
sound she makes with her mouth.
Thwomp. He says, oh, and he begins to look it over. This is very nice. It's very nice craftsman. What is stuck to the bottom of this?
If it's an instruction manual, I'm gonna pee my pants.
What?
It's probably the leftover slime. I don't know.
Slime? Yeah, get that thing off my counter. Why do you bring me these things? Set it on the floor over there. I'll see to it. Slime.
Oh, twinkle farts. Of all the available flavors, you choose to be salty.
He says, I will. It will take me some time. I have a few other orders ahead of yours. Give me 3 days, and come back, and I will tell you what it is.
A 3-day conspiracy thing by all merchants in this city.
Okay, I'm gonna drop some of the names, like who told me to come here and stuff, and let
Okay.
them know that we're not playing around. This is serious. Blah blah blah.
He says, oh, you're with one of them people. All right, fine. And he says, well, do me a favor, and he throws, like, all of a sudden he's gone again, and you just see the top of his hat moving back and forth behind the counter. And this blanket comes flying over the counter at you. He says, here, put that on it. I don't want that slime on my store floor. And you see him, like, grab a stick down from the wall, and this stick's taller than he is. And he struggles with it for a minute, and he pushes it into a slot on the counter, and the counter just drops into the floor. The whole thing's just gone. It looks like floorboard now. And so he walks over to it, and he starts analyzing the saddle. He's like, all right, it is going to take me some time, but if I do it now, I should have it for you by this afternoon.
Okay, that's acceptable.
He says it'll be 200 gold for a rush job.
How about 100 gold?
Oh, now this takes components that I can't just materialize out of thin air, and my time.
Stand out RJs.
He says 175.
I want to do an intimidation check.
Go for it.
You'll give me an RJ, a BJ, and an HJ before you're done, motherfucker.
He says, what are you saying to him?
I'm just gonna give him the stare.
The dragony stink eye.
He says, fine, 150 it is. That's fine.
I didn't say 150. I said 100.
Fine, 125.
Hardball.
I pick up the saddle and I start to leave.
He's like, thank God.
Correct, right?
Fine, just only because you're friends with Remy. I'll do it for 100.
Alright.
What a wussy dwarf. He brings shame on all dwarven merchants.
Right? I mean, I'm pretty sure that broke at least 17 rules of the Ferengi acquisition.
Oh, he's going to charge Remy for the other 100.
There you go.
So he puts it back on the cloth. He taps his foot on the floor, and a stool pops up just right beside the cloth. And he sits down on it and begins looking over the saddle. Pulls out all kinds of different glasses and what's the word I'm looking for? Like crystals to examine the contents and makeup of the saddle. He's like, I'll have it by this afternoon. Now, can you flip the close sign on the door when you leave, please?
Okay. I comply.
All right. Cypher is sleeping. Gingy, what are you doing?
I
got
I
about-
don't have anything to identify, so I guess I was just on the going back to the ship.
Okay. You've
I
got
really
about 3 hours until the meeting.
All right. Well, I guess in that case, since I just left the ship, I didn't really have anything to encounter. I didn't have anything to recover from, so I guess I'm going to go into the bottom of the ship, pull about 12 bottles of Dr. von Weitenstein's all-purpose miracle tonic, bring that down to the wharf, and start busking.
All right. You gonna do it for all 3 hours?
Yeah, I'll do that for all 3 hours. I'll make a couple of illusionary children from the audience come up on stage who are like bald, and I'll just like rub it on their head, and boom, full on mullet. Like miracle tonic.
All right.
I wonder if he gets an itch if he hasn't scammed somebody out of money.
I think
for
he
a period
does.
of time,
Yeah.
you know?
Roll me a 3D 100s.
Do it.
Hold on.
12. Total of 12.
All right.
Does it?
It's not,
Will it roll D100?
there we go.
Yeah, it'll roll D100s.
Yeah, but if the dice roller popped up, it wasn't rolling.
I don't know if there's a D100 on the dice roller.
There is. Look,
is there?
boom.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Go ahead and give yourself 217 gold from busking
Fuck
for
yeah.
for 3 hours.
Lose 45 credibility points for the city.
He doesn't have any of those left.
Like
I
he
didn't
cares.
go as, well, yeah, A, that, but B, I didn't go as myself. I was just like a generic old wizard file 17B in a little cart. They're like, oh, you want to jump higher? Is your wife getting weird? You know, like, miracle tonic. It's just, you know, like, it's a bunch of asparagus in a jar of water.
It's piss and ink.
I'm going to go from the Whole Foods.
Yeah,
Whole-
the asparagus water that they're
Yeah,
selling.
I'm just selling asparagus water for 100 gold.
Ugh.
All right, Steve, what are you doing for 3 hours, sir?
Hey, Steve, welcome back.
Thank you. Did everyone agree to doing the mission?
Assuming that the council doesn't have any other jobs for you at the moment, yes.
Okay,
I
cool.
believe was kind of the consensus there.
So I'm not going to be like, come on,
As
come
long
on.
as long as you guarantee us pay,
Come on.
So, you know. because we're
No,
not
fuck that.
druids, so
you
you
can,
know.
you can leave if you don't want to come.
I'm just saying,
Hey,
there's
these
got to be
nuts.
something gained.
Yeah, Saren tells him that he can leave if he doesn't want to come.
Probably will.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Saren will. He's probably gonna go. See the what are they? The Emerald.
Emerald Enclave?
Emerald Enclave. Can they provide any like assistance in the mission? Like possibly like.
So you gotta go talk to Delane, kind of before the council meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell him like what the deal is.
He nods and he says, well, I'm not sure that I can provide any kind of monetary payment for your group. However, I could provide access to some items and weapons or items of magic if need be.
I can't pay you, but this will be good exposure for your party,
Right.
so that when other people need parties,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what? Yeah. Magic items sound great. If he can't provide like people as like scouts or something like that.
He's like, well, I will. What I can give you to start with is a map of the Misty Forest, which should help with your navigation and
Right.
trying to reach the settlement of Altland is the one that is currently still intact that I need and has most recently been attacked. So if you could start there, that's probably the best place for it. I will have to have some of my brethren reach into our troves of items and retrieve things for you and bring them back. I don't have them here in the city. Is there anything particular that you would like or any particular effects that you and your party favor?
What was the name of that village again?
Altland, Altland.
Well, yeah. Several of my friends are of the arcane persuasion. Yeah, I myself like scimitars and druid stuff.
If you mention a
Um,
panther, I'm gonna smack you. Just kidding. Go ahead. Sorry, elf scimitar. That's went to Drizzt, and I was just like, no.
Oh, okay, right. Well, but Drizzt isn't a druid, so
Right.
that's kind of like the only sword that I know how to use. So like,
Fair
Dritz
enough.
is just like being a fucking poser. For
Fuck that guy. He's a whiny
fuck
asshole.
that guy though. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Anything like that. Yeah. I've got. Check. Have you seen one of these before? I like show them the like necklace and like anything like that like modifies your wild shape.
He looks it over and he says, "No, this is new to me. I would love to study it. Is it something you're offering to let me borrow?"
No.
He
But
nods.
Greedy druid.
No, he's like, "That's
like-
badass."
Yeah, like as far as like the like possessions I have, it's one of the few that I actually care about.
He nods.
but yeah. Yeah.
He's-
Well, if there's any assistance, that assuming that the at the meeting today we're not going to receive a whole lot of support. If we can get it from people that are more interested in helping out, that would be great.
He nods and he says, I will provide I will. How many are in your party, your group?"
In total, there are 5 of us.
Make sure you're in a form that has fingers, otherwise counting is going to be more difficult for you.
He says, I will offer at the council to bring each of them a treasure back from the druid stores and the stores of the Emerald Enclave that will assist them in their adventuring, and hopefully that will be enough to persuade them to assist us.
Awesome. Yeah. Are there any other like druid issues I should know about?
Says at the moment just the Misty Forest. It because of the death it has this green dragon has caused. It has caused a disturbance in the area. I tried real hard not to say disturbance of the force right there, but he says at the moment this is the biggest thing on our radar.
Sweet.
I guess radar is probably not a word he would use, but you know what I mean.
Druidar.
Yeah, his Druidar. His nature scans. Anything else you're doing in those 3 hours, Steve?
Yeah, I'll probably meditate in some trees.
Okay.
Sort of like probably find out the best way to wear my new dragon scarf.
Okay. If you have lost if you are down any hit points or spells, go ahead and give them back to yourself. If you're going to spend time meditating.
Cool.
Since you did get interrupted sleep last night.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, the rest will probably do me good.
All right. Goat, you have 3 hours. What are you doing with them?
I am spending the time sitting in front of Corvo's door, trying to teach Nina how to play liar's dice, and her imp. Watching Corvo's door so he can sleep.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
That's my dog, yo. He's crazy.
And he is sleeping the full 3 hours, so alright. And Anna... Oh! U.S. Forces O2. Jesus, fuck, that's loud. Thank you for that follow. I've got to turn that down. I don't know where the fuck I can control that at, but that is loud as balls. And Anna, you were getting your saddle examined. Are you doing anything else with those 3 hours?
I'm gonna rest.
Okay.
Just chilling.
Alright. In that case, if you have lost any HP, go ahead and give it back to yourself.
Okay.
There
Alright.
was like a trail of slime everywhere she went to get an indicator of pretty low on hit points.
So you guys are your 3 hours goes by. You've done your various activities, and it's rolling up until it's about noon. And you guys head over to the meeting hall to meet with the council. Why? I don't know why there's blood all over the place. Let's take care of that real quick.
I'm sorry about that. It's everywhere I go, there's a trail.
I honestly, like, I don't know if I was testing the... Speaking of which, I need to turn that on real fast.
I have not murdered anybody in this room yet.
I was gonna... I don't think anybody died in this room. Well, like,
No
I
one
don't
has
know.
done, no one, there's only been some harsh words and
Yeah.
looks shared in this room. Nobody's actually died.
Let me
Metaphorical blood.
turn on... Yeah, turn on the scripts real quick for the blood and stuff. I completely spaced.
Oh, U.S. Forces is new, so he's curious.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got...
Get that speed
Oh,
up.
I totally fucking misspelled that.
Yes, the paupers. Who are the paupers?
There you go. The poppers. There we go. So while I'm taking a break and I'm getting this set back up, you guys, we are doing a giveaway this evening, or we're giving away an entry into the raffle for a giveaway at the end of this month. If you want specifics on that, hit the exclamation point giveaway command. We are also doing in November 7th, I believe is the date. We're going to be running a 24-hour D&D stream for the Extra Life event that's happening this year. And I have apparently lost my goddamn mind and have decided that I am going to DM for 24 hours. So that's going to be a lot of fun. You guys stick around and show up for that. We would appreciate that support. What races are they? We have a human monk, a human sorcerer, a dragonkin fighter, a human druid, and a human warlock, I believe.
Nope.
No? Half-elf warlock. Almost had them all right.
He just hides his ears really good, like Spock. Every time we went back in time,
Right.
he's always got a beanie on.
Fucking dandelion meters.
Delock, good evening, sir. How are you? Welcome in. I'm trying to kill all of them. They're
7th
just
November?
making it very hard on me. Yeah, 7th of November is going to be the Extra Life stream. And in fact, I have a command for that too, somewhere around here. Or at least I thought I did. There it is. Bot's just being slow. There we go. Yeah. So noon rolls around, and you guys are you head over to the town hall for your meeting with Remy and the rest of the council. Did you guys tell Remy what happened and had her convey that to the council, or are you guys wanting to tell the council
We had-
yourself? Okay.
We told Remy that we captured the dude because she helped us put him in the special cell. We
Right.
didn't put it, so she knew we captured him.
Okay.
But that was like pretty much the only thing we told him. We said, yeah, we fought a bunch of weird shit and we caught him.
Fair enough. All right. So as you guys show up, Remy is there with the dwarf, and the council is actually impressed that you managed to bring the dwarf back alive, versus a corpse. And it looks like he's got some new bruises, cuts, and burns since the last time you've seen him. Chances are the council probably interrogated him before you guys showed up. And he's looking kind of about the same that he was looking when you guys retrieved him from the Yuan-Ti. So he's looking pretty rough. Yeah, a little bit.
He's in a lose-lose
Like-
situation.
Is he like 3 health points?
He
the
is
same
like
way?
like 3 health points the same way. It looks like he's gotten the piss beat out of him.
Man.
Man, this guy can't catch a break.
Right. So, as you guys approach the table, Onthar kind of gives you the rundown of the information that they were able to get out of the dwarf. He says that looks like this person, and he says it with like this vile spew in his mouth, had the white dragon mask at one point and somehow was incompetent enough to lose it.
Fuck, what's his name? Started with a V. Varian, right?
Varian. So now that he has lost it, unfortunately, that also means we've lost it. He did divine that the mask has already made its way to the Well of the Dragon. So unfortunately, that is out of our grasp at the moment. We have some further reconnaissance going on, but and some strategies in the works. Unfortunately, diplomatically, they are of a sensitive nature. So at the moment, for you and your adventures, while we appreciate the great works that you guys have done lately to retrieve this dwarf, we don't have anything that we need your action on at the moment. And at that point, Dylan steps forward and he says, I could actually use their services.
I don't understand how we're not important right now, just because we know by the divination our next lead.
He says, we do, but we're not able to... Attacking the Well of Dragons head-on is suicide. For any involved at the moment. We are trying to weaken their forces so that if it does come to a head-on attack, that it is something we can walk away from. At the moment, we are gathering the assistance of other, shall we say, factions to help with this, and the position that currently in is a delicate diplomatic position. We may need your assistance with it at a later time, but at the moment, it would be better handled by politicians than adventurers. So, Delan says, I can use their help. There have been several attacks on villages in the Misty Forest recently. Reports are that there is a green dragon attacking the villages. There have also been reports that there has been a rider on this dragon. Whether or not these are accurate, unfortunately I have no proof to say one way or the other. But if there is, chances are it is a link to the cult of the dragon. These dragons don't normally allow riders, and if there is one there, then chances are he may even have a portion of the dragon mask. Mask of the dragon, whichever one it is.
Why would we assume it's only a portion?
Well, the mask is in pieces, and getting those pieces together to raise Tiamat is the Cult of the Dragon's objective at the moment. I wouldn't assume that the whole mask is with that rider, although it may be. I have taken the time to speak with Saren, and he knows that while I cannot offer any gold as a reward for this, I can offer you access to items and store items within the stores of the Emerald Enclave.
Offer us access to these items to keep after we have assisted you?
Yes, as a reward or as my thanks.
Karen's going to say anything that you can do to help our crusade against the dragon cult will be much appreciated, regardless of each individual amount.
So he,
For some adventuring.
okay. So far he's gotten a yes from Saren and Brill. And he's kind of looking around at the rest of you. The rest of the council is kind of... I don't want to say step back because that gives the wrong idea, but they are kind of letting you guys talk this through yourselves.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just sitting there.
Well, there's a straight out. Since I'm close to him, there's a straight out to Dodge me. It's like, okay, unless you got some other job going. That sounds like we can snag our hands on some more magical items at least.
He may very well have part of the mask, and if we even get part of it, then they can't fulfill their rituals. So it does seem beneficial that we go, and while they're not offering any sort of financial compensation, which makes me want to just, do the, hand job mime up in the air. But this does lead us closer to something that will.
Loot.
Is that what this is all about? Is money?
Have we met? Hi. I'm Dr. Vitus.
Clearly not.
No, that's what I said out loud. Is this what this is all about? Is money?
And I'll out loud like pull my hand out. Like, have we met?
How you doing, Dr. V? Middle name money.
Well,
I mean, yeah,
Certain
if,
want.
yeah. So we know already that like this needs to stop. We need to prevent the dragon cult from completing this ritual.
there's something to be gained from them stopping the ritual. Yes. However, I think that the fact that this group of individuals is going on the premise that our entire motivation is financial. Granted, Dr. Vitus has made it abundantly clear that is his motivation. I don't think he speaks for all of us when it comes to why we should do this and what the purpose of it is.
No, I'm not 100% sure why you guys even follow me around places.
You're
I'm
my
an
paycheck.
explorer. I go places I've never been. That's my motivation.
Your motivation is to try to open puzzle boxes that can't be opened. That's your motivation.
And then eat them.
I'm gonna make it a point to, like, in my shop at all times, have a couple of fake puzzle boxes that don't actually have any mechanism. It's just a bunch of panel lines carved into a
It's
wooden
a glued
cube.
together Rubik's Cube that can't turn.
Yeah.
You want to entertain me for a while? Give me one of those. Sit me in the corner.
There's a great big wheel-o in the corner just for Dragonborn.
Alright, so it sounds like you guys, he looks through across the rest of the group, he says, it sounds like that at the moment you are all in favor of taking this on for me, and I am greatly appreciative. He says, unfortunately, the stores of the Emerald Enclave are not here within Waterdeep. I keep them somewhere separate, and Steve dropped the call. Hang on.
Screw that Steve Gay.
Right, God damn it,
Hey,
Steve.
Fucking guy.
Damn it, Steve.
I'm not your Steve
There we go.
guy.
Steve's back. Alright.
Yeah.
He says the
Guy, Steve.
stores of the Emerald Enclave are not here within within Waterdeep. But if there is something that you would value above other options magically, please let me know so that I can ensure that we tailor what we bring from our stores to you as best I can.
You're a conclave of druids, is that correct?
That is correct.
And you have a lot of members to your conclave?
We do.
Which means that you must have an acquired allotment of stored knowledge.
Between all of our members, yes, I would say that is accurate.
Then I want access to your libraries.
I
don't need a magical item. I want to read what you've discovered.
I may have something in mind for you then. It may not be access to all of our libraries, but I think you will find it sufficient.
How many of your druids are druids of the water element focused? That's what the knowledge would be.
I cannot give you an exact number. I can't even tell you how many members we have in the Enclave. But I would say that a good portion of them, if that is not their main focus, is at least part of their focus.
I wanna have some time to talk to them. I'll trade you my efforts going to try to help your village and stop the Screen Dragon for time talking to them.
I can make that happen. That is easily done.
Done.
Do you have any members of the Enclave that are currently in prison?
In prison.
Imprisoned, if not in prison.
I would need to check some records to be sure, but there may be a few.
Okay.
If you don't mind, why do you ask? That is an odd request.
Reasons.
He says, fair enough. He looks to you, Anna. Says, what would a dragonkin like you ask of the Enclave?
Oh Lord.
Says, I can't.
What kind of knowledge do you have of whatever region I'm from?
You are
False
Valsnall? Oh, the people of Falls Knolls. We have much information on them. We have studied and worked with them closely. Says I can bring you stores of information. What were you looking for?
Events, give him the details. It was my backstory.
Okay.
Tweet the dudes.
This is interesting. That is a curious location of many intelligent people, and yet you are interested in an event that happened there. I will see what I can find for you. And so that brings us to Saren. So you have brought your group to me and convinced them to help in my endeavors. I am in debt to you. What can I find for you?
Yeah. Any particularly like druidy. I personally like swords.
I think what he's gonna need is wine for house cats.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. So does he have anything that I possibly an instructor or like something that wouldn't be just something I could buy at a store?
He says, I actually have something in mind for you already. I think I will. It'll be a special gift, and I will bring it from the stores for you.
He
Well, that
needs a
sounds-
pair of Incredible Hulk pants so that when he changes shape,
That would
He
be a
doesn't-
hell of a trick.
he
His-
doesn't have
Fuck.
any of his druid
Stretchy
genitalia
pants.
exposed.
The
He
pants
has
of
best
eternal
those stretchy
stretchies.
pants.
That's,
Possibly,
He's-
possibly like if someone was to teach me to turn into, say, like a dragon or a unicorn.
he's gonna bring Steve some jeggings.
Yeah, yeah. I'll wear jeggings as long as they let me turn into.
Magical jeggings of shapeshift. Yes.
By the way,
While we're on the topic of jeggings,
Oh, God.
my nephew was wearing capris the other day, and it took everything in my body not to make fun of him.
I don't know why you didn't. I'm
Why
sorry.
It took for the sake of being polite. It took
What?
everything.
You gotta make
It just took it
strong.
all.
It's a tough world out there. You gotta make fun of him now.
What kind of an uncle are you that you wouldn't show him the reality of life?
An in-law?
You're helping.
I don't know. I don't know if I am. I think once you're in your 20s, you might be beyond help.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm fucking 20
jeez!
something.
I thought you were
When
talking
you
like
think it's
11.
Yeah, I thought it was like a
Take-
young.
Rub it in. Just let it sink in. Just rub yourself with it.
Fucking Christ.
Oh, good evening, everybody watching on Twitch. How are you guys doing?
Get him.
If anybody is
Get
watching,
him a fucking headband and some wristbands, dude. That's what you need to do.
if anybody's wearing capris, we advise you to go change right now.
Hey,
Skinny capris.
Skinny capris. I'm alright with that.
you look good in those. We-
No, I get it. I get
Well,
it. You got
yeah,
you got
you're
nice
also
calves. I
target
get it.
audience.
Oh, all right. So he kind of copies down a list of what you guys are looking for, so that he ensures that he gets it. You guys remind me after game, so that the GM gets it.
Excellent. If we survive the encounter at the village with the
Yeah.
it's a big if for us lately. We just keep trying to bounce towards 0 hit points.
Well, maybe if we didn't split the party every session.
Talk to when you guys get a chance. Talk to HP Fox about splitting the party. Sorry. Anyway.
I saw that. That was ridiculous.
All right. So, Steve, you have the map for that he gave you for the Misty Forest,
Yeah.
and it looks like the actual trek is going to take probably a day to get there to the edge of the Misty Forest. From the edge of the Misty Forest, it's going to take you probably another cipher dropping the call. Probably another day and a half to actually reach Altland.
Okay. Can I make us go faster? By
I was going to say you're going to have to expand that.
My fast travel shortcut.
I'm just gonna tell everyone to just like stop sucking. No. Hey guys, maybe if you like picked up your feet or something.
Right.
All right, stop dragging your feet, damn it.
Can you turn into a multi-legged horse that's big enough to have us all ride?
No, I can do one better. I have a spell that is called Wind Walk.
Wind walk.
You and yeah. So let me see how long this lasts. Okay, this lasts for 8 hours, but it will be able to like make us go faster. So So
Gotta
us
go
and up to
fast.
10 creatures have a flying speed of 300 feet, and we don't like get hurt by stuff. So we can just like blast forward at a very increased speed.
So if Steve were to change shape into, say, like a large horse, and I used spider climb and stood on his side, and then he ran, could I just like stand there while he ran so he could transport me, and I wouldn't have to do that?
I can't think of a reason why it wouldn't work.
Well, how about, okay, what if I turned into an orca whale, and then I cast fly on myself, but I did it before I was an orca whale because I can't cast spells as an orca whale. But like, since I would be a size huge creature, I can fit like several people on me.
I mean, this plan is flawless. So
Clearly.
I'd say that.
You should turn into like a six-legged woolly buffalo.
Well,
And fly.
according to the spell, your max speed is still 300. So no matter what form you take, every one of us can go at the same speed.
Yeah.
So
So what I'm doing is I'm Peter Panning everyone, and I'm sprinkling a little bit of pixie dust on everyone and telling them to think happy thoughts.
That's easy enough. Gold coins.
Everyone tell us what you're
slapping
happy.
the shit out of Drake from beyond the grave.
So it's think happy thoughts is the trick to making this pixie dust work.
Yeah.
Horrible, bloody revenge. I'm flying. It works.
So,
Group magic's the best.
I was just thinking if you guys get boners, thinking happy thoughts, and I was like, I'm good.
You don't get a dragon boner?
I don't have a boner.
She gets something else.
well, we made it an hour in before the donger. We didn't even make that because the dolphin dongers came out early.
Dolphin
Oh, boy.
That happened on the internet.
Did.
I go to some dark places,
Clearly.
some deep web nightclubs.
So, all right, you guys. Is there anything you guys want to do before you leave Waterdeep?
Yeah.
Okay, what's up?
Pick up my saddle.
She wants to pick up her saddle. Well, no, it's 3 days. 3 days.
No,
till
no.
starting?
He got
Or
it.
he could rush it.
He rushed it. Yeah.
He rushed it. Okay.
All right, so let's take care of that real quick. So you go back to the wizard in robe, and as you walk in, the same counter is there. The same little point of gray cloth is moving around behind the counter. Your saddle is nowhere to be seen, though.
I'm gonna poke his hat again.
He looks up. Yes. Oh, it's you. Okay, 1 second. And he pulls down that rod from the wall and flips the countertop up, and it folds back into the floor. And he walks over, he takes your hand, he's like, come with me. And he leads you back into the warehouse section of his shop. And you guys are gone, like you're walking in there for like
Dark to the cover.
an hour. It is. It's like a magical item
shop
shop. And you swear you've been walking with him for an hour, but the threshold for the warehouse is still right behind you. And he takes you up to a shelf, and there is your saddle sitting on the shelf. It's up like 3 shelves above your head. You have no idea how he got it up there. And he says, "That one's yours, right?" And he kind of points at it.
You got a ladder?
He said, "No, that's yours before you get it down, though, right? I don't want to have to do this twice."
Is it?
Roll me a perception check.
Is it slimy?
Yeah, that's yours.
Okay. Yes, that's mine.
All right. He says, "Here, stand back a little bit. Stand back. It's going to get cramped in here." And he mutters a couple of words to himself, and he grows. And by grows, I mean this dwarf is now the size of like a 3-story building.
Dwarf. Dun, dun.
And he grabs your saddle like and he's holding it daintily between his thumb and forefinger. 'Cause you have the feeling that if he tried, or if he was, careless with it, he would probably crush it. And then he says something else, and he shrinks back down, holding the saddle in both hands, and presents it to you. Says, "Here you are."
Thank you.
He says, "Well, it's an interesting item. It is both useful and cursed at the same time. Any creature that you put it on will be tame enough for you to ride, with the exception of anything overly big. I wouldn't go throwing it on dragons or anything. That will probably end badly for you. But
Curses.
when you take the item off, it will kill whatever creature was wearing it. So if you put the saddle on a horse, I hope you really like that horse, or you really don't like that horse. One of the two. Because when you take the saddle off, that horse is going to be dead."
Ooh, so not undead. It just kills whatever it was on.
Blech.
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 So
Exactly.
it makes,
The that sound effect. Blech.
it makes anything that I put it on rideable.
Yes, it'll be tame, and you will be able to ride it.
If you're horny, let's do it. Riding that pony.
Hey, you want to go for a ride, Gingy?
No!
Hey now. And Dr. Vitus was never seen from again.
Well, the thing is that if you, regardless of what his opinion is, if you put it on him, he'll be tame.
That's right.
Exactly.
All right. And he leads you back out, and to get out of the shop, instead of the hour-long walk it took you to get there, you just take a couple of steps, you're back into the small area of the shop. You take another step, you're on the other side of the counter. He raises the counter back up. He says, "Payment, please."
Ching.
Okay.
He wants some money. He wants some money.
I give him 100.
He says, "Thank you." And tell your friends. Alright, so Anna's got her saddle taken care of. Anybody else want to take care of anything before you leave Waterdeep?
See,
What's up?
but did I hear somebody else want to take care of something too?
Nope, think it's just you.
Just me? Okay. I'm gonna give Nina 1,000 gold because she seems to be pretty smart. Her dad gets distracted in his research and like loses track of everything. It's like, use this to do whatever it takes to keep you safe, because your little bracelet was my lucky charm. I did not get hit to speak of in battle. The whole last debacle we went on, everybody else got the shit beat out of them.
Shit!
I came through fine, Nina. I came through fine, Nina, because of this lucky bracelet of yours. So you got to keep safe because you're my lucky charm.
You're lucky I'm not there, guy.
Exactly. That's why I said it. So I'm throwing Nina 1,000 gold to do whatever it takes to help her keep safe.
Okay.
I hear that pony song.
I knew somebody was playing it. Alright. Let's see. So, anybody have anything else that they want to take care of before leaving Waterdeep? 5, 4, 3, 2, none. Okay. Good deal. Alright, so you guys head out of Waterdeep. You're following the map that Saren was given. And your first day's ride is on a long, well-traveled road. Really mostly uneventful. You guys come across some merchants that are traveling to or from Waterdeep. That's kind of about it. The road is patrolled on a regular basis, so you don't even run into bandits. It's not profitable for them because of how many guards and whatnot are running the caravans. Alright, so let's see. Is there anything in particular you guys want to do that evening?
Can we sort of like properly plot out the most efficient route there?
Yeah, kind of on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Maybe
can.
make a knowledge nature check or.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that for me real quick.
All right.
Also, roll me insight real fast. as you're looking over the map.
Okay.
I also want to make a copy of the map.
Okay. Roll me, Anna. Roll me intelligence.
Well, that's what I do. I make maps.
Okay. Roll me intelligence at an advantage then.
Okay.
Since
Do you have a
it is
map
something your
making
character
skill?
practices. I don't think there is one for 5th ed.
It's,
Ah.
It's about your traits.
yeah.
Uh,
I have a Outlander, wandering, excellent memory for maps and geography.
Right.
You can always recall general layout and terrain.
She's
Okay.
autistic. is what
So
she's
so you get the shapes of the map down as far as like roads and rivers and whatnot, but unfortunately this guy's handwriting is just terrible, and you're not really able to decipher his markings into any kind of meaningful map other than
Snap.
general placements of things.
Look over at a jar and see 246 toothpicks, and you hate hugs.
Narwhal, Val and the Beholder is, if you click on that link, it is a vinyl figure that we're giving away at the end of the month.
Pretty pink. It's
So if you
shiny.
click on that link, it should give, you should be able to see, what the image actually is. But yeah, we are doing that. We're going to be pulling the drawing for that on our game on August 30th. So right now, every game that we run in the month of August, you guys have a chance to get in on the raffle. I would say buy your tickets at the end or before you leave, because you don't have to be here for the drawing, but you can't add more tickets to your purchase for the raffle, which I contacted the guy that coded the bot, and unfortunately doesn't look like that's going to be something on his radar to add anytime soon either. So that being said, yeah, we'll do the final drawing on August 30th. While I'm taking a break, we're also going to be doing something for Extra Life this year. So if you guys want the information on that, that will be happening on November 7th, and that's going to be a 24-hour D&D stream.
24 hours of D&D.
Yep.
You know you love it for 4.
I'm gonna
You
be
really love it for
fucking-
24.
I'm going to be burnt out at the end of that. That's
I
going to be
am
fun.
going to be popping in and out of that, I think.
I am gonna mail our
Yeah,
GM
I assume
special
we're not
Russian
gonna
power
play.
drinks for this.
I'm going to buy like stock in Mountain Dew before we do that.
When I
No,
ran
I'm
games when I was
I'm
a
gonna
kid,
send you some Chernobyl.
when I was a kid and played D&D all the time, dude, we do weekend sessions, so 24 hours is nothing.
Yep.
I couldn't stay up and do a weekend session, but I could get behind like a weekend of D&D. That sounds like a lot of fun.
I remember when, and I believe it was back in the Awakened radio days, we had that thing where we were trying to, like, cover slots, so we did, like, a radio-a-thon where you could basically, when you did your DJ shift, you were to DJ as long as you could, and I
Oh,
did a
geez.
36-hour show.
I fucking everything about that.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm also, we're also old at this point now. So
Yeah, I'm old as shit now, so I can't do it anymore. But I remember at the time, like, around, because I was doing all kinds of stupid in-game events. We were doing lemming drops. See, like, everybody would find my location in the game based on clues I was giving over the
Yeah.
air. And then we would meet on the roof of the world's tallest skyscraper in this MMO. And then everyone would just jump off and see who survived. And then everyone who survived did it again. Till I had, like, a champion. Like, who's the best at falling on their face? But, like, I just remember around hour 30, it started just being mad gibberish. Like, I was just
slurring
coming on
words,
between
and
songs to just... So, like, man, when I say fuck the police, I mean sting. Like,
So, Steve, as far as the map goes, you can definitely plot the fastest route there. It does take you through a section of the map that's marked differently. You're not quite sure kind of what the markings indicate. He didn't really leave a key on the map anywhere. But so if this is the outlying border of the forest there. Oh wow, that's really thin. I should have used. Let's
Very
try
small
that again.
forest.
Hang on. Yeah.
The glade.
That didn't happen real well. Why is it? It's defaulting to like the super tiny line for some reason. If this is the outline of the forest on the map, there's a section here that's it's right in your path if you're taking the fastest route, and it's like hash shaded. There's no indication of what the hash marks actually mean, but it's just kind of marked differently on the map. So that's your general general idea. There is a pathway marked on the map through the forest for you guys that looks like you'd be able to take, and it takes you right to where Altland, the Altland settlement is.
Awesome.
What's the distance on this?
So the distance from where you guys are at the edge of the Misty Forest to Altland is going to be a day and a half.
If we use that spell?
If you use that spell, it would probably still take you about a day because the trees in the Misty Forest are real thickly spaced, so larger creatures aren't going to be able to move very quickly in there.
And we probably can't. Fuck, brain. Saren has the ability of airwalk.
Yeah.
So something like that. Could we walk over the forest to get to that village?
The airwalk pretty much turns you into like a mist, right, or some sort.
Yeah, you're like ethereal while it's happening.
So you can you walk through stuff, right? Vice walking up in the air, you're walking
Right.
through.
So you're not hindered by any terrain.
Right.
Can we turn that off at will, or is it like a timer thing?
I think you can just kill it.
I can kill the spell. We can't like turn it on and off.
No, I mean we can go the person who casts it on can go. Okay, I'm done using this spell. I want to it's like a buff. We can turn it off. So when we get there, if there's still time left on it, we can go. Don't need it now. Turn it off.
Right.
Because that would help us pass through the forest really fast. Just zing.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can also anytime that we have a long amount of time to get ready in the morning, I can Saren can make a big meal for everyone, and that'll give everyone 20 max hit points additionally.
So an additional temporary 20 hit points.
Yeah, a bunch of immunities actually. Here, let me bring it up. Where you at? It's called Feast of Heroes.
I know this spell. It's a very good spell, and it's got some good damn buffs.
Or I'm sorry, it's Heroes Feast.
Heroes Feast.
Heroes Feast.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you do have to.
It's not 20. You gotta roll. Everyone rolled 2d.
2d10. All right, and you have to take an hour to actually eat it. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll kill an hour, but we'll be
all
going
diseases,
fast
poison,
with.
being frightened.
The side benefits are nice though. The immunity
Okay.
to poison,
Yeah.
immunity to frightened. If you're sick of something, it cures you. They toned it down a little bit because it used to give you more bonuses than that, but that's still a nice spell.
Right.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
I don't believe your bro holder. He doesn't have an e-cigarette or a can of Monster.
The bro holder, I like it.
I don't believe it.
He's got a backwards cap on.
He does. He does. And you know he's
His
got,
eye stalks are tied down like dreads.
and what he's holding in two of his tentacles are those white the red solo cups.
He's got the fucking tribal tattoo that goes around his entire body.
That's right. Around the base of him. Alright. So you guys are having the Heroes Feast that Saren prepared for you guys. So go ahead and roll me 2d10 and get your temporary hit points. Par 3. I have no idea. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. No, it's a several day travel, so probably wouldn't be par 3. God, that is kind of awful. That's 4 hit points.
Wait. I just want to point out. Remember why you have that saddle?
Cypher. Are you eating Cypher or are you studying a book?
I'm probably studying a book.
Okay, so you're not going to take the Heroes Feast?
Unless somebody tells me that, like, you know, they get my attention that you need to do this so we can keep going forward, then...
No, this is easy. I'll just slide plates of food in front of you.
Then chances are I'll eat it without realizing what I'm eating.
Exactly. I just slide it in front of him.
All right, go ahead and roll your two d10s then, Cypher.
2 to 10? Okay.
Yeah.
Right in the force.
I don't think anybody was cursed, so I think we're okay there. I don't think anybody was diseased either, so I think we're okay.
I think rolling a 16 out of a potential 20 is probably the best I'm going to do tonight.
That's all you're gonna do tonight,
Hey,
buddy.
might be a start. So I'm going to use this terribly drawn map to indicate kind of where you guys are when things happen. So you're using the Mistwalk, was that right?
Yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
it seems
Okay.
like a good idea.
Okay.
I'm
Get
going
us
to
to the
use the
village.
Seawalk. Seawalk!
So you get you guys make some good progress, and about 3 hours in, you're actually into the hashed marking on the map. Or you're right at the edge of it.
Just walking through trees and stuff.
Everybody, roll me a dexterity saves real quick, please.
Piss.
Can you trip while you're in ethereal cloud? What will be the effect of it? Favor?
Whoop.
Steve, roll me a d20, please. Okay.
Doing deck save.
Yes, we are doing dex save.
With the shitty decks, I roll.
Yay. So, all of a sudden, you guys are just kind of walking along, and suddenly, Steve, you run directly into a tree. Not only did you run into the tree, you were stopped in your tracks, and it feels like your hand has actually become part of this tree.
Oh my.
So his hand is stuck kind of in this tree. The rest of you realize that you're all of a sudden no longer ethereal, and you are corporeal.
Bonk as we run to other trees.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty
Luckily,
much,
you
I guess
guys-
it's all us eating shit at the same
No.
time. Just...
Steve was the only one that ran into anything. The rest of you noticed with plenty of time to stop and not run into a tree. Barely.
No, but I
Right.
mean, like, suddenly being corporeal means suddenly able to absorb friction.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm sure all of us just hit the ground like a hot bag of
so actually,
potatoes.
I know how long. Well, when you walk, you still maintain your touch on the ground. It's just you lose a lot of density, so you're just whipping through stuff. But how long is that spell supposed to last?
Much longer than it did.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah. Also, if a creature is in cloud form and flying when the effect ends, the creature descends 60 feet per round for 1 minute until it lands, which it does safely.
When
it
the
can't
spell
land after
ends.
1 minute. Yeah.
But what if the spell
yeah.
is?
That's even like
Dispelled.
post it getting dispelled.
I don't know. I don't think that's being. I think that's player generously reading into it. That sounds like it's if the spell expires and you're up, it goes okay, lowering you to the ground. But if somebody dispels it on you,
I'm gonna
It might-
say.
I mean,
I'm gonna
spell
say-
ending is like whether or not it finishes its duration.
What happened in this case is you guys were all kind of walking as a group, and you weren't very far off the ground, so you may have dropped, 6 inches or so, but it wasn't a huge deal, other than Steve, who is partly stuck in a tree. Oh, you know what we haven't done
Can I
either?
sense anything magical about this tree?
No, nothing magical about the tree itself, no.
Is it is it like some kind of fey creature? Possibly a treant?
Roll-
Knowledge nature?
Knowledge nature does not produce any information. You can try like a detect magic spell if you want, or
Okay.
Can we try to pull him out of the tree?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll cast detect magic.
all right. Give me 2 seconds.
how's your
I need to
concentration
find something.
partially fused into a piece of wood?
Kind of a
I think it
sick
would be
pet.
better because like
Could be better.
yeah. Well, no, I mean like because now I'm like one with nature, right?
Literally, you're one with nature.
Saren like briefly thinks about how this is great. This is what I always wanted.
Steve, roll me a D100, please, sir.
Alright.
This is how many how many druid devouring insects are chewing on you from inside the tree.
So you go to cast detect magic on the tree, trying to figure out why you're stuck, and all of a sudden, there's this thick, greasy substance covering your body instead.
Oh.
Ooh, shit. Can we see this? We're close
Yes, yeah, you guys can see
enough.
that.
Oh, wow. You know what? Much as I always portray they don't like him, I'm gonna rush over there with Brill because it looks like he's in trouble. He is my only.
I'm gonna
heal,
turn
he is my only
into.
heal bot.
Was I able to budge him any?
I'm gonna turn into a cat.
Okay, hang on. So he was casting detect magic. Anna, what were you doing? You were trying to pull him free of the tree?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity check, please.
You got this, Anna. You got this, Brill.
No.
Nothing but win. Nothing but win.
Hey. So you're completely fine. You are actually able to grab onto him, although now he's very slippery and slimy and covered in, well, grease.
Ew.
Steve, you're going to turn into a cat?
Well, not if am I still covered?
You
Or
are
am
still
I
covered in
the tree?
grease. You are still in the
Okay,
tree.
I'm gonna turn into a cat and like hope that it pops me out of the tree.
Actually, I apologize. You may not still be in the tree. Anna, give me a strength check, please.
This is favored.
Okay.
God damn.
No, yeah, you're still in the tree.
Snap.
All right, roll me a D100, Steve.
Has anybody attempted shaking the tree violently to try and get him loose? Has anybody done
You're
that?
welcome to go touch the tree.
We're gonna go touch the tree.
Steve's skin suddenly turns a vibrant shade of blue,
Holy shit.
instead of turning into a cat.
Okay, I'm gonna get out my sword and start chopping at the tree.
Oh, hey, can I make a like a knowledge arcana check to see if we're in an area of wild magic?
Sure. Yes, you are.
Cool. Everyone, stop casting spells.
The bright red color the end of my finger was turning is just calming down now. Like nothing.
Okay.
Anna, you're gonna hit the tree with a sword.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me an attack against the tree, just to make sure you don't botch it and hit Steve.
That would suck.
She does have grease on her hands.
Remember when we had a druid? Remember that? That was great.
Where is that?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Luckily,
Damage to
I think that'll hit. That just might hit. Just
So-
maybe.
The tree is
it hit. Steve, when Anna hit the tree with that sword, that hurt a whole fucking lot.
Ah, stop doing that.
You can feel where she took a big gash out of that tree.
Okay. Can I like sense the entire tree?
Roll me intelligence.
Not wisdom.
Yeah, 'cause that doesn't feel like book learning. That feels like sensing the tree. So yeah,
Yeah, so-
intelligence.
Yeah. All right. Oh.
You can.
Okay. Can I move the tree?
Oh shit! Like your druidic force of nature is gonna have to embattle the trees. Ah, I see a roll off.
Oh snap! Where's the boombox?
Contested. What's
Steve,
the
that
new
was wisdom.
mechanic? Contested
What's that?
roll.
You rolled wisdom.
Yeah.
You were supposed to roll intelligence.
Oh, you said intelligence. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you said because it wasn't book
He's just.
learning.
He's
No,
just
no.
ignoring
Wisdom is what you would learn from a book. Intelligence is like what you kind of know.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
that is correct.
Because my
Wis-
because
common
my
sense.
druid powers come from wisdom.
Really? That seems
Right,
weird.
No,
Huh.
wisdom is. Wisdom
Well, I guess
is,
from study of
wisdom is the
nature,
common
maybe.
sense.
Yeah.
They're implying that nature is more about common sense and raw. This
Yeah.
seems like a dumb idea, you know.
Yeah, that's odd.
Because-
Anyway,
Because perception is wisdom based.
What the?
huh? That seems weird. Anyhow,
Okay, but yeah, do you want me to roll intelligence?
no, it's fine. We're already past it.
Okay.
So what I need you to do for me, roll a, let's call it your wisdom, save to see if you're going to be able to use your powers without actually triggering the wild magic.
Okay.
So yeah, you're fine with this next spell.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or is Jason lying?
Um,
Look what happened the last two times he cast a spell.
Yeah, right.
Hey, he's blue and covered
Well, I
in
was-
grease.
Yeah,
There's
well,
nothing
I was
bad
gonna
about
see
that.
if, like, since I can feel the tree, can I just like accept it, just like be the tree, and we'll just like walk away as the tree,
Sure.
like lift
Sure you
up
wanna
my
do that?
root. You guys always wanted a tree, right?
So
Not really.
the moment that you do this, the moment that you accept that you are part of the tree, the rest of your body kind of is sucked in, absorbed by the tree,
All right.
and about that time, the tree catches fire.
Oh, god
Oh,
damn it!
Jesus.
So you guys are now standing in this forest with this big burning tree.
Oh right, no, because I'm a tree wild shape. Can I turn back into human shape?
Roll me a D100. Yeah, so you return back into Saren, and you also regain your lowest level expended spell slot.
All right.
Gingy, I need a perception check from you, please, sir.
Oh lord.
So somewhere off in the woods ahead of you, probably from your guess, is about 150 yards up. You hear some very familiar singing. I'm trying to think of how to tell this to you without being insanely obvious.
My siren sense is tingling.
Yes, your siren sense is tingling.
I'll just start sniffing. Just looking up and just sniffing wildly.
And that is coming from about 150 yards to your west, or excuse me, to your east.
What is that sperm?
That is a river and lake,
Okay.
or it could be Steve's sperm since he's blue now.
Of all the things she could have identified that with, like
am
yo-yo,
I
yarn.
still blue?
You are still blue.
I was nice.
Is my hair also blue?
Your hair is also blue.
Damn it! I thought I was whatever.
He's blue, Dobby.
No, I'm sorry, the hair is not, just your skin.
Okay. Cool.
Is he still in the tree?
He is not,
No.
he is Steve.
He absorbed
I-
himself completely. Caught on
do I
fire.
feel-
Turned back to Steve.
Do I feel like I could turn back into a tree if I wanted to?
Roll me a intelligence
Ooh.
check.
Now that you have felt what the tree feels,
He
Yeah.
felt what it's like to be totally taken over by a tree, and he wants more.
dude, being a tree is awesome.
50 Shades of Oak.
If you sat and focused on it, you're sure it's probably something you could practice and do again.
Awesome.
50 stains of oak.
There you go.
All right, so that's taken care of. Gingy, your siren senses are tingling. What are you doing?
I'm basically just I don't give a shit anymore. Like, oh, here's a tree. Cool. I'm just gonna sort of like thumb west and be like, I gotta do bye,
Okay.
and just start just kind of rambling and just start walking in the direction.
Okay. Well, we haven't done this week. Everybody, roll me your initiative.
Initiative rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta find my icon. There it is. Hey,
Dick. Jesus.
Cipher.
nice
Holy
job.
crap.
Corbo's in the zone for gathering.
I
today.
know what's your turn gonna be. I'm reading.
There we go. Every time you roll high on initiative, I roll low. It's happened every time.
Cipher's got some speed reading going on, is what it is.
Seriously.
Keeps not. There we go. See, it kept not letting me select me. Oh, cool. 6.
Steve.
Wait,
Tree Steve.
oh, that's
Tree.
Steve.
Tree, you need to roll.
we need Brielle on that list.
She's on there. She rolled 17.
I see 4 people. There should be 5.
Steve hasn't rolled yet.
Oh, Steve. Ah.
That's what I was saying. Steve, did your connection die? Can you hear me?
You know what? Skype's been fucked up, dude. It's shut me off literally 7 times during the
Weird.
this game.
Steve still shows that he is in the call. I assume that Steve is still here. God damn it, Steve. Alright, well, while we wait on Steve.
Hey guys,
there he
I'm
is.
still here. I went to pee and I didn't bring my mic with me because
Damn it.
That.
Damn it,
God damn it, Steve.
you're welcome.
Steve.
Roll me
Yeah,
your
what
initiative.
was the question?
Your initiative.
Oh God, you're totally Treve now, aren't you?
Yes, Treve. That's
Treve.
what I said earlier.
Had I been more like on the ball and not afraid that I was about to die, I would have said something like, "Tree, I am no tree."
Fucking Treebeard.
Listen to me.
Hashtag Steve Beard.
Steve Beard. Alright, so Gingy, you just bolted down the pathway some more, yeah?
Bolt is a strong word. I just kind of dropped what I was doing and started walking that way.
Like, guys, I gotta go.
Except I couldn't even get that sentence all the way out. I was like, guys, stop, yeah, and just start walking.
Alright.
And while I'm basically materializing like a sticky roll, and I'm rubbing my roll, my robes, I'm rubbing them down, and I'm like pomading my hair back. It's like chewing a sprig of mint.
You gotta move your bro holder.
Bro holder is the official mascot now.
Bro holder.
If you could get me a good like detailed drawing of a bro holder, I will totally replace the mimic
You
with
just
it.
erased it.
I didn't erase it. I moved it down.
Scroll down. Okay.
But no, like, if I could get one for like an icon for Twitch, we would totally use it.
I will. I'll see if I can.
Whoever
start
drew it
doing
can probably
that
write
work.
and copy it, maybe.
You've also got to
Alright.
pop a couple more collars on it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It
no,
needs like 15
several.
colors.
Yeah.
All right.
$12 popped.
That's fine, because I've got to get stuff pulled out here and rolled real quick anyway, so. I need to find... Oh, apparently I didn't actually ever... Yeah, they are. And... Did I not?
It's like,
Okay.
but how do you put an affliction shirt on a beholder?
How do you put any shirts on a beholder? It has no shoulders.
Right. So I
No,
just had kind of a
no.
collar.
You have the beholder on where the neck is, and then it's magically animated cloth that hangs underneath it.
There you go.
It just hangs limp.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it's magic, so it's puffed out like it had. It's the situation. It's all. It's got abs.
Nice.
You know.
Painted on abs on the shirt.
Illusionary abs.
Exactly.
Illusionary abs, that's what it is.
You
That's
can't
what
see them, but girl, you can feel them.
it is. If you get too close, you just pop a dome. I don't know what's here, but it feels
It's-
fantastic.
It's associated with a gibbering abster. That's what it is.
Okay, so well, Dr. V just wandered off, but we rolled initiative scores, so unless I'm assuming we're going by initiative scores now, because the druid is very interesting, but when I glance over and realize my paycheck has walked off, I'll be like,
And
shit.
yes.
Okay. So you're chasing after him?
I am rushing after him, hazardously just running over shrubs and trees, because it's my walking paycheck.
Is this like would everyone else recognize this sound? Is like a siren's call something that people know about?
Not unless you've heard it before. Gingy's
Okay.
character actually has heard it. I would say Goat's character may
I'm
have
not.
heard it.
Unless you want to say in my nautical experience.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
he's
is
yeah,
like,
He's a seaman.
Well, yeah, Saren's definitely a demon.
okay, so you may have heard it as well. You guys both roll me. Let's call it D20s, and we'll see.
Does it affect the same sex?
Yes, they do. But these are not like typical Greek siren calls either, though. Or at least not this one, anyway.
What are we rolling?
Roll me D20.
D20.
Or at least, it may be a regular, typical siren call, but she's not using it in the
There you go.
luring method.
It doesn't sound. It doesn't
no.
sound like a wailing woman demanding alimony from me. I don't recognize the sound.
Steve, you've heard a siren's call before. This sounds similar to it, but it's not having the same effect on you as like a siren's call normally would.
Oh, so she's like not doing the like murder you want. She's doing
Right.
The, like,
She's doing
She's
the
doing
I'm
the-
singing.
She sounds like whoop, whap, whap, whap.
There's definitely a beatbox in the background.
All right.
It's a siren song. Get it? Get it? Siren. Siren song.
Get
Get
out.
It's a-
Get out.
It's a siren song. Get it?
No, get out.
Get in the garbage.
Get out into the garbage.
Get it?
Into the garbage. All right. So, Gingy, as you are running down this path, ahead of you stand 6 heads.
I'm not running.
Okay, well, not
because
running.
I need time to pretty myself. I'm like,
He's moving hurriedly, but slowly enough to prettify himself.
I'm walking with purpose, but at a quick enough pace to where I can still like summon some mystical pomade. I'm like rubbing siren pheromones on my neck.
Well, see, I just realized that I've failed.